Hello, Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram fam. We are here. Well, I am here tonight. I don't have Kat with me tonight. So I am here tonight with Luke and Annette, better known as Oferle.
What's going on?
Thank you so much for joining me tonight. I'm so glad to have y'all.
Absolutely. We're excited to be here.
Yeah, thank
just
you.
in our living room, but
Yeah.
excited to be online with you.
Yeah, it's not the same as getting out playing live, I know, but it has become the norm of late, I guess, to do these lives this way from your home or wherever you may be out to the world. It as sad as it is for y'all, because I know you'd much rather be out playing live somewhere.
Yeah.
It's really been a good thing, though, I feel like, for the fans. They've got like a closer, like, I don't know how to say it, like more of a close up with you guys. You know, they get to know you a little bit better. It's more intimate.
Right.
Definitely.
I agree.
Yeah.
And it kind of, everyone's kind of pushed to start streaming and kind of, checking out all the content that every artist has,
Yeah.
So it's kind of been a good thing for that, content.
Yeah.
I guess content creators, even in general, not just specifically musicians, but creatives all around. It's been a kind of a beneficial time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Kind of contradictory, it's like a lot of artists make their money touring. And I mean, I know we made, a lot of our well-being touring. So it's kind of a bittersweet thing, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. I know. I mean, I would much rather see people performing live.
Yeah.
Right.
But I mean, we don't have that option right now. So it's the next best thing. And in the meantime, it has given us a little bit more of a up close and personal view into, your lives. And like you said, Luke, it's made everybody, I think, dig into your accounts a little bit more, maybe your music a little bit more, and really just listen to everything that you have out there.
Yeah.
Right.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. So hopefully you've noticed an uptake in your streams.
Yeah.
With that happening. So
definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely have. And it's even on the creative side, it's been super beneficial. Just having to dig down and kind of hole up and just kind of be stuck with your thoughts and it's nice. It's nice having an outlet like music to be able to express all that pent up emotion during those strange times. And I know that we benefited a lot from it in terms of singles that we're going to be coming out with in the next couple months. Certainly have a lot of songs stacked up from quarantine. The quarantine babies,
Yeah. There's a lot of those out there. A lot of quarantine babies waiting to be born, both literally and figuratively.
Non-tangible,
But yes, so on that note, let everyone know that does not know, Luke and Annette are brother and sister, not husband and wife. So not that kind of quarantine baby coming from them.
Right.
Exactly.
That's so true. Yeah.
No.
Good catch.
Yes. I thought I should put that out there because I know I first thought that y'all were husband and wife.
Yeah. We always forget because typically, when we started out, we were playing in front of, family and friends. So everyone always knew. So we never really had to make the distinction. But moving down here to Nashville, we probably should start saying that a lot more because we get that all the time. I mean, just by the nature of what, a duo is.
Because I don't know if it's been said, but Oferle is our last name. So I'm
correct.
I'm Luke Oferle and Annette Oferle. So we just went with that last name. I think maybe where even the confusion gets even a little bit more is people are like, oh, they share the same last name.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. I know when I first, it's so weird saying met you when it's all virtually, but when I first heard of you guys, of course, was from Ryan. And then he kept just saying Luke and Annette. And then when I put the Oferle with it, I was like, oh, okay. And I just automatically assumed y'all were married.
Right.
I said something one day, like in reference to that, and he's like, oh, no, 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 no. They're brother and sister. And I'm like,
No.
oh, good you clarified that.
Yeah. Like, yeah, we definitely need to clarify.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and start off and hear what Oferle is all about then as far as music goes.
Absolutely.
Yeah. The song, I think we're going to start off.
I'm going to open this really quick over here just to get some more light in here, just in case we're a little dark. Okay. Sorry about that. Yeah.
This song is called Cool With That. It was one of the earlier releases that we have that we wrote with our cousin Jonah Baker, who is a member of Oferle. We can get into that, I guess, after,
Yeah.
A little bit more. But
I was going to ask you about that third member.
Yeah, we can dive into that.
Yeah.
But this first song, though, is a song called Cool With That, and it goes like this.
All right.
Can you hear that all right?
Mm-hmm. Sounds great.
My heart knows what my head don't. I can deny it. I could tell myself I don't need you. Yeah, I could keep lying. And I could convince myself to stay at home and drive myself up the wall. Yeah, but I know I'll just go crazy if I stay in.
Can't help but step back before you go to all time. Hoping I'll see it. Hoping I'll see it. 'Cause baby, if you're showing up tonight, I'm just saying, here which one drink gonna do? Take your hand, one dance with you. It's not like I'm gonna steal your heart like that. Tell me what have we got to lose? 'Cause I can't keep my eyes off you. Little buzz, make you fall in love if it does. Baby, I'm cool with that.
If you showed up, girl, you stopped my world from spinning. It's cool with me if you make it spin again.
Wondering if you feel the same way that I do. Now that I see you, now that I see you, I'm thinking it was one drink gonna do. Take your hand, one dance with you. It's not like I'm gonna steal your heart like that. Tell me what have we got to lose? 'Cause I can't keep my eyes off you. Little buzz, make you fall in love with your words. Baby, I'm cool with that. Baby, I'm cool with that. Baby, I'm cool. Don't wanna lead it. Don't wanna be doing it. Leave with your friends and boy, that's cool. Baby, if you're staying here tonight, I'm just saying, babe, what's one drink gonna do? Take your hand, one dance with you. It's not like I'm gonna steal your heart like that. Oh, tell me what have we got to lose? 'Cause I can't keep my eyes off you. I'm Nicholas, gonna make you wanna love you. Baby, I'm cool with that. Baby, I'm cool with that. Baby, I'm cool with that. Baby, I'm cool with that.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks.
Beautiful, beautiful. I just love to hear y'all
so
sing.
much.
I can
Thank
just
you.
sit and listen to y'all sing all
Thank you
day.
so much.
I'm-
That's so sweet. Thank you.
yeah, I just love y'all. So how long have y'all been singing? Since you were kids, or?
Yeah, I think it for
Pretty much,
me.
yeah.
I like been okay. So I started singing like to myself, probably like grade school. Like I was so shy. I like never sang in front of anyone, like family, friends. So it took me up until probably my like I was in undergrad. I think I was maybe a junior in undergrad before I performed in front of anyone really. So it took me
Wow.
time. I fought stage fright pretty much my entire life, which is super ironic because I'm, grew up a dancer and obviously singer, performer. So it's just kind of, a little ironic. But I started singing, noticing that I really enjoyed singing. I think I was in grade school, maybe like 9 or 10. But I think it's probably definitely different for you too.
Yeah, I mean, it's just kind of always grown up. I mean, it's kind of been a part of our history growing up. I mean, we have a pretty musical family. Our mom played piano. Our dad played guitar. Our cousin Jonah and his family, they're all musical. And so we were just kind of always surrounded by music. And I guess at least I never really thought twice about it. It was like probably my 8th grade year when I really dove into it and played all throughout high school. But kind of like Annette, like I just kind of was a bedroom player. I just played in my bedroom for 4 years.
Yeah. Closet.
We're just closet. We're closet musicians. This is what we were.
That's crazy.
Super weird and funny. Yeah, that we're here now.
Yeah, and it wasn't until I got to college, and at that point, Annette was a junior in college, and I was a freshman, and we went to IU, which is the flag. That's the Indiana state flag behind us. So we went to Indiana.
Yeah.
But we entered our university's talent show, and we played one song
so
in front of
nervous.
it was like our first big show ever. Not even a show, just a performance.
Yeah.
And a little tiny like
auditorium,
auditorium just full of people.
I just remember I was like, Luke, I don't know if I can do this.
It was so scary.
I was so scared. I was so nervous. My throat was all dry. My mouth dried up.
What made y'all enter if you were both that stage fright?
That's a really good question.
I really don't know.
I think it was just one of those things where I knew, me personally, and I think you're the same, like I knew I love to sing. And even though I was so afraid, I think that really kind of overshadowed that stage fright. I was just like, I want to do this. I know I do. And like, I mean, I feel like I'm good at it. I mean, so I feel like it's something that I need to kind of get over, and this stage fright, do it. And I mean, I love to sing and play and like all that stuff, and performing, even though it's terrifying, I still for some reason love to do it. So it just kind of, that is a really good question.
No idea.
But like,
I think we were like, let's see if we can do
Why
this
not?
and make a couple $1,000.
Yeah.
That's probably what it was. We need some beer money, so let's see.
Why not?
Which we ended up getting 3rd place.
Which was
okay.
Cool, yeah.
So that was like, we were like, whoa,
fun.
like when they called us up on stage, we were like, wow, we could probably do this somehow,
Yeah.
That kind of started us off at IU, playing at bars and doing little like events around the campus. And then it kind of just went from there, honestly. But that's I never thought about what made us go.
I'm trying to think back.
The
that's
talent
funny.
show.
Yeah, I don't even know.
It's a great question.
Yeah.
Beer college answer.
I think we wanted to show off to our friends too. We're like, hey, look what we can do that you had no idea we could do, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's fun. That's a fun question. I've never thought of that.
Yeah. And that you ended up finishing 3rd. I mean, that was, obviously a catalyst to your career. That, that was a turning point, saying, hey, we really can do this. So did either of you major in music, or was music like a part of your college?
Aside from like the talent show and like playing little sorority events and stuff, I mean, I think I took a voice class my sophomore year, and then I dropped that class because I was so nervous again. I was like, and he had me singing opera stuff. I'm like, I'm a pop singer. I can't do this. So
Yeah.
So which ironic again, but yeah, I took voice class for like half a semester, dropped out. That was like the extent of my college music experience, career, whatever. Yeah.
I mean, I was a human biology major, and Annette was a
fitness specialist major.
So we had clearly we're using that a lot.
Yeah.
So what were your plans? What did you want to be if it wasn't music? Where were you headed after college?
That's a good.
I think for me, I just remember there was like a point where I really struggled with that coming out of college, where I didn't know what I wanted to do because I think I was torn. I wanted to do music, but didn't know if that was something sustainable, something that I could do, something that I could really make a career. So I was just really torn. And the fact that, I did 5 years of undergrad in this, fitness specialist major, which has nothing to do with music. So I was just really torn. I didn't really know what I wanted to do, to be completely honest. So it's just kind of like really, I think because of that, we were really just kind of in a place where like, okay, well, let's just keep doing the music stuff, keep doing music, and just thank God we kind of stuck with it because I mean, it's been like 6-7 years or something like that. And the ball is kind of starting to roll even more and more. I'm just thankful that like this is kind of where we've ended up. I had hoped that we would end up here, but there's just like a point in my life, and I know in yours too, where like there was just a lot of uncertainty, and that was really like a scary time.
Like for me, like I always wanted to be a musician. Like I like knew that this is what I wanted to do, but like when you not being in Nashville and doing it is a different thing. Like when you're from, random town, Fort Wayne, Indiana, and you want to be a musician, that's kind of like drawing the, the game of life, the board game life, drawing the career card just by chance, musician, you know what I mean? So it's like, odds of that happening. And so I kind of just went through the ebb and flow of high school to college, and I didn't end up finishing college. I dropped out my junior year. Because I got to that point where I was like, I want to do music. I don't really want to be in biology. I didn't know how to do music, but I knew that's what I wanted. And so I dropped out and just kind of took a couple years to shift through the muck and figure out what the necessary steps were to get to where we are, like there's a lot that goes into it. It's just like starting your own company, I mean, image, sound, original music.
So
it's just
so much.
For me, I didn't want to do anything else but music. I mean, that's a very long-winded answer. But
I think I think most people that make a career out of it, a long-term career out of it, kind of always knew deep down that that's what they were going to do.
Right.
And that's where I think one of my big struggles is because I always did have that feeling. Like, I mean, I can even remember at such a young age, like almost getting like this panicky feeling of like, I don't want like a normal job. Like, I know I don't want a normal job, but I don't know what that looks like for me going forward.
Right.
So I was like really lucky that, I was blessed. We were blessed with like the gifts and talents that we have. But yeah, I just always knew like deep down that I just was meant for something like this. But I had a hard time like pinpointing exactly what that was at like age, but just knew like, it was always there for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. Now, how long after college was it before you went to Nashville?
Whew. Honestly, probably like 2.5, 3 years before we officially. So my story is probably not like the most conventional, probably not like the most ideal like way of going about it. But after I graduated college, I ended up moving back in with my parents. I was like 24, 25, and then had no idea what I wanted to do. Always knew I wanted to end up here in Nashville, but just kind of like afraid to make that leap of faith and take a chance on myself and be like, okay, well, if we move down there, then it like we're all in kind of thing. So I think I was having a hard time, wanting to do that for sure, but just being a little afraid and kind of having that imposter syndrome of like can I do that? Am I good enough? Like what, all that, those
Yeah.
self-doubt kind of thoughts, just kind of flooded my head. Yeah, it took about 2.5 years for us to kind of finally make the jump and move down here.
Yeah.
And I'm so glad that we did.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
I'm so
Oh yeah, for sure. Now y'all came together. Did you always know that it was going to be the two of you doing it together, or was it ever like solo?
I think it's pretty. I don't know.
Yeah,
I think
for me it was always
duo or trio.
I never thought that I had any. Like I didn't think I was ever, I think that's kind of multi-tiered, because I didn't think that I was ever able to make music a big thing in my life without Annette. And I think it also plays into our cousin Jonah. Oferle is still a trio majority, and it's we're kind of still figuring that out right now. But so our cousin Jonah is also a member of the band. He's currently still up in Fort Wayne, Indiana, but he is he's kind of doing a solo thing right now. And so he's like, you should check him out too, because he's really good. He has a big YouTube page where he does like cover videos and music. Jonah Baker, super talented, amazing keyboardist.
So yeah, we obviously have to give like a ton of credit to him too, because we started. Oferle originated as a trio for sure, and so I think now we're still just kind of figuring out the dynamics of that, with him being back in Fort Wayne and with him kind of wanting to transition to more solo stuff. So we're just kind of trying to figuring out how, like the dynamics now. So which is it's definitely different, but he's for sure still like a core member like of the band.
Yeah, and I think that goes back into the question that you asked. I think like he's like in his instance, he's all the talent and all like he can really make something of himself doing a solo thing. But that's not to say that me and Annette couldn't do that, but I think that me and Annette definitely have some level of chemistry that really sets us apart from being a sister, Annette's vocals. And I mean, I just think that Annette could certainly make it as a solo artist. Maybe I could do background guitar and stuff like that for other artists, but
you sell yourself short, Luke.
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
We've always been unified kind of as a band, and that kind of goes back to like our core values as a family. Like the Oferle family is a really big, tight knit family. So I don't think we would ever split off and do our own solo stuff.
Yeah. Well, I honestly, I kind of thought he was just like not in Nashville right now because of the pandemic. And
right.
So, I guess that makes it a good time if he was going to go do a solo career. Like now you're not out. So, you're not out touring or anything like that. So he wouldn't feel like I'm leaving y'all in the middle of a tour to do my own thing. It's kind of like the best time for him to do that if he is.
Yeah, it really is the most ideal. Yeah, transition period for sure.
Yeah.
Ideal in this sense,
Yeah, and he's killing it. And I think he's almost at 500,000 subscribers on YouTube.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
it's really
and so he's got original music up on Spotify and all that.
Yeah, I'll have to check him out. I've never checked him out. I rarely. It's weird because I know I have a YouTube channel, but I rarely go to YouTube.
Yeah.
It's like, most of the time I'm on Instagram.
That's my main thing too, Instagram for sure.
Yeah. So I hardly ever go to YouTube. So, but I'll have to check him out for sure. Yeah. Well, definitely, we wish him well in his solo, and I'm sure y'all are going to miss him not being with you all the time.
Yeah.
It'll be weird for sure. Cause we performed to get like the three of us for so long that it's definitely a different transition for sure. But we'll miss him up.
Yeah. He's still very active in the writing with us and playing shows with us when we're back up in Indiana. And so it's.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Definitely a little different of a dynamic, just having the two of us down here doing it.
Oh yeah, and I'm sure there'll be times that you're all back together doing,
Hmm.
Oh
the trio thing.
Yeah.
But does he? You said he helps out with songwriting still, so y'all like get on Zoom with him or whatever and
We
doing
have
the
That-
virtual songwriting.
We haven't done too many Zoom songwriting sessions. Actually, we had one this morning, but in general, we haven't done a ton of like Zoom stuff. Usually, luckily, we've been able to do like in-person stuff, and
Yeah,
of course, like when we're back in Fort Wayne or when he makes a trip to Nashville, we'll do like a bunch of like in-person songwriting and
And
for
so the first song that we wrote, he like kind of came up with that idea of cool with that, and kind of had that chorus idea down, and then brought it to us, and we all kind of like hammered it down and shaped it around the chorus that he had. Which is the case, kind of the writing style and the case for a lot of the songs that we have. One of us three will come up with an idea, and maybe a chorus or a hook or something, and then we'll bring it to the group, and the group will kind of like all attack it and shape it.
Yeah.
And all that, so.
that's generally the way it works. So do y'all do a lot of co-writes, or because you have someone else to bounce ideas off all the time, is it pretty much just y'all?
Yeah. So we, since we've been down here in Nashville, with it being the two of us, we've done a lot more, like outsourcing co-writes and stuff. But yeah, for the longest time, I mean, back in Fort Wayne, it was just, I mean, by the nature of what we were, it was just like, the three of us co-writing together. So we didn't really do, split out or branch out much more than the three of us, at least back in Indiana. But now we've been doing a lot more co-writes and just trying to meet, new artists, new people to write with, see who we mesh with, and what kind of songs, everyone has, brings their own ideas to the table. So right, you leave with something so cool and so different. So that's been really great for us for sure.
It was definitely a weird thing to adjust to, because we're used to, it's weird because we're used to co-writing, but because we co-write with each other all the time. We're used to like we know each other on the songwriting level, and so like we know where our minds go, we know like our tendencies and all that, and then we break off and we go into different writes with like even if it's
people.
3 people, and it's just like this weird like
It's
I'm
so
used
strange.
to this, like I've been here before, but you 2 people are different.
So
it was a little bit of an adjustment.
For sure. That's actually really funny. That's true.
Now, do you find yourselves I know there's not a lot of duos out there, or maybe there is and I just haven't come across a lot of them yet. Do you find yourselves writing with just other singular people or other duos?
So far it's been more it's definitely been like single artists that we've been writing with for sure, or like single writers. We've done more like songwriter co-writes versus artist co-writes, I would have to say. But the artists that we have written with, they're just solo artists for sure.
I just wonder what that what it would be like to just, I don't know if it's even going to make sense what I'm saying, but like I'm thinking of like Lance and Leah in my head. If like Lance and Leah and you two were together and to write a song, like 2 very, dynamic duos together writing a song.
Honestly, that'd be really cool, because we've never really done another artist duo co-write. That would actually be really, really interesting and cool, because
that would be really interesting.
We haven't done anything like that.
Well, I just gave y'all a great idea.
You just gave us a great idea.
Yeah, I know. I'm going to start marketing my ideas. I'm telling you, I come up with some good ones every now and then.
Great.
If y'all had, my brother is a radio DJ, and whenever he does the interviews, he loves asking this question of singer-songwriters. If you could only do one or the other, only sing or only write, which would you choose?
Wow. Ooh. Oh gosh, that's really hard.
I would probably choose writing. I think
I'd probably do singing. I think just for me, since I've grown up performing my whole life, you know, with dance and now singing, I think I would want to sing for sure. Yeah. Now that I've gotten over the stage fright for the most part,
Yeah.
I think singing is where I think I'd choose that.
Yeah.
That's a hard question.
That's
though.
a good
That's
one.
really hard.
I reluctantly choose writing. I love performing, but there's something about the mystique of getting in a room and trying to uncover a good song. You know, I love the puzzle of it.
Yeah.
And then you just get you just pass it off to like Annette, and she sings it, and you're like,
do your thing.
Do your thing. Make it sound.
You'd hate it if somebody made you make that choice, though.
Yeah.
You're like, please don't. I mean, that's like taking your arm off or something.
Yeah.
Which arm do you want? Your right arm or your left arm?
Yeah, exactly. That I couldn't imagine that. That would be tough.
Yeah, I could function with my right arm.
Yeah.
I guess songwriting is like my right arm, and it's my dominant. Here we go.
There it is.
Get into something.
There it is.
My right arm is my dominant arm, and it's like the songwriting.
Yeah.
And then the left is like the performance arm. You know?
Nice.
Yeah.
You know, I like.
You don't want to do without it, but
you don't be without it. You know.
But if I have to choose,
Yeah, exactly. Oh, weird. Yeah, I don't. If I was y'all, I wouldn't want to make that choice either. It's like, you know, I don't know why people even come up with these things, but like, if you had to lose your hearing or your sight or your hearing, which would you choose? And I'm like,
neither.
I want both.
Yeah.
The would you rather game.
Yeah. The would you rather game.
Seriously, I'm like, no, I can't answer this because that means it's probably gonna happen.
Yeah, I'll get beads of sweat. I'm like,
yeah, exactly. I'm like, no. I kind of like me as I am.
Yeah.
You know, I want all my functions and yeah. Who was some of y'all's musical inspirations? Was the same for you, or did y'all have like two different lanes growing up musically?
I think we had a couple. It got to a point where we had some like common influences, but I think growing up, I think we had definitely separate influences for sure. For me, I kind of just was reflecting on this the other day, but I was really inspired by I think this is kind of where I kind of noticed that I could carry a tune, if you will. But I was really inspired by the music I would hear in church and mass. So I just remember coming home, you know, after a school day or church day or whatever, and just lying in my bed and singing the church songs that I remembered. So I think, I was just really, really inspired by that for some reason. I was just, reflecting on that the other day and realized that. And then, of course, Britney Spears. So complete opposite. Britney Spears, Backstreet Boys, NSYNC. Those are like my influences growing up. The pop stuff. Yeah.
For me, my biggest inspiration, and it's I always just I just list this one because it's just it's like the reason why I like can play guitar and everything is John Mayer. I can remember exactly like when I got struck with the music bug, like what made me go, okay, this is what I want to do for the rest of my life. It was 2008, and we were taking a family vacation to Arizona, and John Mayer had "Waiting on the World to Change" playing on the radio.
It just came out.
It like just came out, or
it was recent.
Yeah, I don't know what the timeline of that was, but I just remember hearing it on the radio, and I was like, oh my. And like back then, you can't, like, there's no such thing as streaming back then. So you couldn't like go back and play it again. And so that whole vacation, I like heard it once. I was like, I don't know what that was, but I like how it made me feel. And I just like would sit by the radio ready for it to come on. Just and waiting. Me and Jonah would do that. And like, Iman would be like, like, here it is. So
excited.
And so that kind of started off for me. And I went down the rabbit hole of all his records, and I didn't take any guitar lessons. I just taught myself by learning all John Mayer's songs off all his records, and that's how I learned how to play guitar.
Wow!
So he's my biggest inspiration for sure. I mean, since day one.
I wonder if that man knows how many musicians he has inspired.
It's insane.
A whole wave of us.
So many.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Yeah.
And especially like your age group.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I have noticed so many, especially guys,
Yep.
Mhm.
women too, but especially guys,
Mhm.
so many your age group say John Mayer without a doubt.
Oh, 100%.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
100%. And I don't know
That's
what
so
it is,
funny,
but
yeah.
it's the blues with the jazz and pop kind of all mesh balled into one
Yeah.
thing, and the guitar playing with the
Mhm.
melody.
Yeah.
It's like it's just very accessible.
Mm-hmm.
He's got it all, that's for
Yeah.
sure. He's got it all just rolled into
It's
everything
insanely
in
talented.
one.
Yeah. Crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy talent.
I think if somebody didn't respect him or be inspired by him, there's something musically wrong with them.
I would agree with you.
It's kind of true. Yeah. I would agree.
I mean, I don't know. Because,
Yeah.
I mean, it could not be like your type of music, but you still have to respect the guy.
Right.
Yeah.
Because he's just incredibly freaking talented.
Mhm.
I think that's the catch
Yeah.
too, is that he has dipped his feet in every genre
Mhm.
of music that it's almost impossible to not like one of his projects,
Yeah.
because he's done he's done the blues, he's done jazz, he's done folky,
Yeah.
country kind of.
Yeah.
And so we have all these different
Little like
projects.
soft, not rock, but like indie rock, pop,
Yeah.
all that.
And
Yeah.
he's just R&B. And, I mean,
Everything.
he's done everything.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I definitely love his stuff for sure. So since y'all are a duo, if each of you could press a magic button and have the choice that you wanted, who would your dream partner be? Who would you want to do a duet with other than each other?
Oh, wow. That's
Yeah.
a great question. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's so hard.
Do they have to be alive?
No.
Okay.
Live or dead.
One.
Okay.
Yeah, you're dreaming here. So, whoever.
So I can think about this. So hard. Wow. Gosh.
I feel like it'd be it wouldn't be an interesting answer to say John Mayer, so I'm not going to say John Mayer, but that would be like the second thing.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, it's a given that would be your first. So, yeah, come up with your.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would, my initial response, I would want to say Colby Calais. He was actually a really big influence for me, like later when I got past my Britney Spears phase. So I would pick her, but we sound so similar that maybe that wouldn't actually be a good duet because we sound so similar.
Yeah.
Our like range and everything. So
I'm so glad you said that because I have been driving myself crazy.
Really?
I'm like, who is it that she reminds me of?
Colby,
though?
yeah, I just have always,
Yes.
stuff and just, her tone is just, I love it so much. So, yeah, I would
Yes.
want to say her, but I think it's too similar. So, I'm going to have to say ideal duo. Sorry, Luke, would be Sam Hunt.
Oh, yeah.
I think
I
Sam
would
Hunt.
like to listen to that song.
Yeah, that would be a good song.
I would like to listen to that.
See?
Song.
Yeah, it'd be a fun song.
Yeah.
I think I would pick Sam. Yeah. Because similar style, you guys, so that could work,
That would definitely work.
And he's not my brother, so it's like, hey.
I love like the big band kind of music.
Yeah.
I've got Will Crosby record player, and I've got like Billie Holiday and Bing and all those guys. But I love I would love to do one with like Tony Bennett or something very like old school kind of,
Cool.
like a Frank,
Oh.
like one for my baby, one more for the road type of thing.
That would be really, really
cool.
cool.
Just want it something like old timey like that. I just love
big band old time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting.
I'm obsessed with that era of music.
I did not think that's where you were going when you asked they had to be alive.
You thought, exactly.
Yeah.
That's not where I saw you going with that at all. That is very interesting. Where does that love come from?
I don't know, honestly. I really don't. There's something about the quality of the audio that it just really like draws my ear to it. Like all the Bing Crosby stuff and Billie Holiday. I mean, it's just, I don't know.
It's simple. There's no
It's
production.
simple.
There's no
Yeah.
production.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what it is. It's a great voice,
Yeah.
minimal. Like,
Yeah, that's so true. Because
you know.
if you think about it, back then they didn't have Instagram and
Mhm.
Facebook and YouTube, and so to get to the top, to be Frank Sinatra, you had to be the best of the best of the best. Like,
Oh yeah.
those guys were so good, and all the players were so good,
Mhm.
and it's just pure music is what you hear.
Yeah.
Bricks and frills.
Very simplistic. Very.
Yeah. So,
Yeah. I never thought about it that way, but that's so true.
yeah.
So, what kind of music did your parents listen to? So, like when you were little, what were you like forced to listen to?
Gosh, to be honest, I know our parents loved music, but I don't think they were huge like music buffs to where like it was like you're listening to the Beatles or like they always had stuff like that playing all the time. So I know that they love like the Eagles, America,
Yeah, I was
like
gonna
that
say
style, yeah. But
Bread.
it wasn't, bread. But yeah, we were never really like, it wasn't like we didn't grow up in a house where it was like music was constantly playing and like these older records or whatever, you know, we just listened to on repeat all the time. Which is interesting too, because you think that
we kind of just listened to what like our era of like our generation, like what they listened to. Like we just kind of got exposed to what they were listening to, you know?
Yeah.
To not so much what our parents were listening to. It's more of our friends and
Yeah.
For sure.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's interesting because, well, I mean, I'm considerably older than y'all anyway. And then, like, when I was growing up, if we were in the car or something, my parents always had the radio on. And of course, me and my sister would get in the car first and we'd try to turn it on our music, which, you know, was 80s something, you know, 80s rock. The classic rock is what we liked at that time. But then Dad would get in, he'd be like, nope.
Yeah.
And he'd go to country or bluegrass.
Oh, yeah.
My mom would get in and she would, you know, beg for it to go to oldies, beach music.
Yeah.
So, of course, as a kid, I hated either.
Yeah.
You know, that my parents listened to. I just couldn't stand it.
Yep.
But now I'm thankful that they did that because now I like all kinds.
Yeah, that's so true.
I mean, like, give me some Timidors. Give me some Temptations, some Commodores, Ricky Skaggs. You know, I'm going to take all of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I didn't know if that's how your childhood was, just getting it from all angles. Because I'm still blown away by Luke liking this.
Oh, I know.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
So do you like the old movies as well, like the Frank Sinatra movies? And
you know, I haven't dove into that yet. I haven't like shifted through the old film stuff, but I'm sure I would love it. Yeah, because it's just ear candy to me. It's just
So
just
funny.
like you can
you
hear
probably would like it.
even like over Spotify, you could hear the needle hit like the record player.
Yeah.
That little crunch, you know, crunch. I just
Look, I had a record player, so I know.
You're right.
She knows.
Right.
I know.
I'm sure. Yeah, we know.
Aggravating. Yeah, people now think they're so cool. No, they weren't.
That's so funny. Yeah, there's such a trend now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's so crazy how everything that I had as a kid is coming back like into style now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And you know, it's weird to hear my kids say, like, my son actually came in the other day and he was like, you could have kept that stuff in the 80s. I'm like,
oh no,
control of what's coming back.
Right. Like, no.
It was like really cool back then, you know. We didn't know any different, but
bring back disco. Why?
Hey,
let's do it.
Why not?
Let's do it.
Oh Lord.
Yeah. Oh gosh.
Interesting. I don't know about that.
Yeah.
I was about to say I was never a huge disco fan, but then again, to some extent, I guess I was because, you know, the Bee Gees and
right.
You know, some of those. was definitely there. But
Sure.
what about musicals? Do y'all like musicals?
I'm probably more into musicals than he was, but
I
you
enjoy
like,
them.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not a huge musical buff, but I enjoy musicals. Growing up, our grandparents were
Yeah.
very into musicals, so I'm super familiar with like Phantom of the Opera, all those. I mean that I just die for that.
Phantom of the Opera.
My absolute favorite. Yeah. Yeah, but I really do enjoy musicals. I haven't seen, was it on Disney Plus, Hamilton? Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
I've heard everyone's been talking about it, and so I need to like actually go on and watch it because everyone's just has been raving about it. Yeah.
Oh yeah, my son had to get Disney Plus just so he could watch it.
That's
See?
hilarious.
Yeah.
It's the free trial, right?
Yeah.
Watch it in the free 7 days. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But it's crazy to me now that it's on Disney, so you can get it like dirt cheap. And those tickets were so freaking high.
It's insane. I remember for a long time, like you couldn't even find tickets to go see that. Like it was so rare. Yeah, on Broadway or wherever.
Yeah. And then if you did get tickets, they were like, I mean, like crappy seats were like $500.
It was insane. Yeah.
Is it a full production movie, or is it just like a live performance in a theater? Or is it actually like?
I'm not sure, but
you know how Cats was like.
I think it's something like that. Like I'm as far as I'm aware,
like with
I think
actual
it's
actors,
like,
and it's not just like a performance thing.
Yeah, no, I think it was like on Broadway. It was like a full blown thing.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was like a big production.
Right.
But I don't know. Definitely not my thing.
Yeah. Not everyone's. No, not at all.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
No. Look, we just talked right through the halfway point, and
oh yeah,
shoot, yeah, we got to talking.
We got to hear y'all sing. I know.
Mm-hmm.
I have no problem talking, so I need a timer up here or something.
Sure. Oh gosh, it's been a minute. Oh my gosh.
So this song is a song called All the Time, and it's kind of a breakup-y song. Again, one that Jonah had birthed. That's kind of a terrible word to use, but he came up with the concept of it. And I think we'll just let it explain itself.
All right.
It goes like this. Hell, I'll just get rid of everything of hers. But I can't take your memories out to the curb. Try moving on, but nothing works. Kissing your lips, I'm missing yours. Turns out being with you was where I put my work. Tell me now, can I do? 'Cause I can't look at anything without thinking about you. Thinking of a call, I want to see a movie of stars and we watch through the ceiling. Still not so late, wouldn't even come home. Listen to the music I can listen to anymore. You can cross the song, 'cause I want to live here. Shout down that road without looking in the mirror. Back at the neon sign, you used to ride your eyes. And I'm now thinking of you all the time. Getting rid of things I know I shouldn't keep. But what took years to build up's now gone in a week. I can't even go out with my friends, 'cause I know you still talk to them. Somehow you still find your way in everything. So tell me now, can I do? 'Cause I can look at anything without thinking about you. So you can never call.
Sometimes I go without looking in the mirror, letting the neon sign used to light in your eyes. How can I not think that you are too high? Tell me now, what can I do? 'Cause I don't want anything that's with you. So you can never call, I don't wanna see you till you let you been through the sin. You're happy 'cause you're happy. I'm there when I feel so wrong. You can't call it wrong, 'cause I don't wanna live here. Y'all time to go without looking in the mirror, back in the neon sign used to light in your eyes. How can I not think of you all the time? Oh, can I not think of you all the time? Yeah.
Another great one.
From a
Yes. So what are your plans musically? Like, do we have new singles coming out soon? An EP? What's in the works?
Yeah. So we have a new single that's going to be coming out here very soon. That we're actually going to play. It's going to be our last song. And so that's going to be coming out very soon. And then we actually have the next 4 or 5 singles lined up. We're just going to keep writing and getting more singles, and then we're just going to keep recording and putting the singles out. And that's kind of the formula that we've always done, is just doing singles. I think that works best for us in this day and age.
Especially now that we're not doing a lot of touring. We luckily we are playing downtown pretty regularly here in Nashville. But since we're obviously not doing a lot of touring, been focusing a lot more on the writing and trying to get these singles lined up just to release those. And I think it'd be a great idea to have an EP. We don't really have plans to make like a set
physical
EP.
copy.
But that's something that we'll talk about. We need to kind of figure the details on that. Usually it's just singles that we release, but definitely this last song that we're gonna play will be our next single. Still figuring out a release date, just have to finish up some mastering mixes and things like that, but it's done. So
it's hot and ready, and it's coming. It wants to come out.
Yay. So besides songwriting, and playing downtown a little bit, what have y'all been doing during this quarantine to keep yourselves busy?
Gosh.
What do y'all do outside of music?
Outside of music, I love to dance, so I try to take classes when I can. Super into just like fitness, of course, with that being my major. I take acting classes too, so I guess I can't get away from performing. Try to stay busy, just kind of in the arts and dancing, acting, all that fun stuff.
Yeah, for me, I enjoy exercising, working out. I like cooking, like healthy.
He loves to cook. He just got an air fryer.
I got an air fryer.
He's obsessed with.
I can now make the best homemade air fryer hot chicken. That's like super low carb, and it's fully
insane.
breaded.
Insane.
Super low carb, high protein, no fat. So I'm like obsessed with that
But the air fryer is worth the money.
Oh my gosh, yeah. And then I make pickle chips too. You can air fry pickle chips. You make like air fried, like deep fried pickle. Oh, it's so good.
Yeah.
So I've been obsessed with that, and I'm probably gonna make a lot of air fryer stuff tonight.
Pumped.
But
I'll be taking some of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then honestly, like for me, that's kind of where my hobbies die out. I think I love music. I mean, like I just always feel like I should be doing something like mixing or tracking something or writing.
Yeah.
And
so aside from cooking and exercising, he's always like working on music to some capacity. Yeah. I like to do a lot of different things. So yeah, for sure. But
So do y'all both go to the gym and work out then? Is that like a must-have?
Yeah.
I
It's a must-have.
yeah, for me it's like a non-negotiable. I'm like, yeah, I have to move. Since growing up a dancer, I've been moving my entire life. So I feel like if I don't move, if I don't move my body, I just feel like I have to get that energy out somehow. And I
Yeah.
have to do something. Yeah, for sure.
Now, are y'all's gyms open?
Yeah. So
Okay, so they are.
we work out at the YMCA, and they they have their implemented like social distancing rules, like COVID mask laws, all that stuff. So, but they're open, which has been awesome. During quarantine, both of us were doing a lot of like home workouts in our garage. Yeah. So had to
we were fortunate that we do have a little gym in our garage. We have like little heavy bag that we can punch. We have a bench press and some dumbbells, and so that was very, very so like when the lockdown was in full force. That was very nice to have.
Yeah,
you just get
workout. Now, how long were y'all in that phase, like where everything was like shut down?
Gosh, we were in it for about at least like a month and a half or something.
Yeah.
I want to almost say like 2 months. It was like March, April, pretty much all of that. Yeah.
And it was bizarre because there was a period of time where Annette went up to Indiana for 2 weeks, and our other roommate, Jay, went up to Michigan for 2 weeks, and I was alone here for 2 weeks with like no one. I don't like talk to anyone, and like such a bizarre time because I would just like wake up.
Out,
and it's such a weird thing when you don't have anything to do and you have no one around. You just wake up and you're like, oh,
what do I do?
I guess I could just walk around the house. I
don't know. I'm like, don't have
write music and record and
talk to your dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Which I was a pre quarantine puppy owner. And so he came in, he's my lifesaver for those 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I don't know where he's at. He's a little golden retriever though.
Yeah, I saw him on
oh, that's right. Yeah.
You put him on the IG a while ago. Yeah. He's so cute. What's his name?
So cute. Oh, hey, buddy. Come here.
Want to say hi? Come here, buddy. He just woke up from a nap.
Oh, you just wake up from a nap, buddy?
You're going to be camera shy?
Yeah, he's going to be camera shy now.
Oh, here we go.
Hi, puppy. Say hi.
Oh.
Hi, puppy.
Look into the camera.
Look.
He's like, no, Dad.
Oh, he's so cute.
He's the best. Aww. He's cuddly. And
he looks like, I just want to go back to sleep.
He's like,
let me go.
What are you doing? I'm so confused.
His eyes are half shut.
Yeah.
Leave me alone.
Please.
What's his name?
Mowgli.
Mowgli. Yeah. Oh, he's so cute.
Oh, I love it.
Oh, too precious. So at least he was there to provide you company, and of course you had to go out and walk him. And
yeah, exactly. That was my reason to get out of the house. So that was awesome.
So nice.
Yeah, that was probably a lifesaver to a lot of people that were pet owners. That at least they had that reason to have to get out of the house every day.
Thank goodness. Yeah.
Yeah, because it was so easy. I feel like during quarantine, it was so easy just to be like stuck.
Yeah. It was rough.
Just get into such a funk.
Yeah.
I mean, there's some grouchy people around.
Yeah.
And it doesn't help when you can't. I mean, when the gyms are closed and you're just watching Netflix all day, and
you feel like
bum. Personal experience just eating pints of ice cream. That doesn't make you feel good. So that's going to turn you into not a very happy person.
Yeah.
On top of everything else,
Yeah, when you just eat ice cream and pizza all day and no way like that. Yeah.
No. By day 2, you're going to feel pretty bad.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, it sounds like a good idea, but it's really
not.
Yeah,
really not.
You got to space those nights out.
Yeah, you only have okay, so y'all are healthy. You work out, you eat healthy. How many splurge nights do you have where you're just like, I don't care what I eat, I'm just gonna go for it?
I used to have
once a week, or
I used to have those a lot. Now I got into a pretty unhealthy place with doing that. So now I have to during my day at some point have to have some little treat, whether it's like some chocolate covered almonds. Like I really am into like the Halo Top ice cream. So I have to like I have to do something like that daily. Otherwise I will have a night where I just can't stop, won't stop, will just eat the whole, everything in the fridge or whatever. So I have to allow myself some like daily treats in order to not have those like nights,
I think that's probably better than having like one day a week.
Yeah.
Because if you do that one day a week, you're going to like gorge yourself.
Exactly. And then you feel like crap. And then you're like, oh gosh, I'm not going to eat for another week. And then you just get into that cycle. Like
my goal of like eating healthy and like the air fryer and everything is like, I think if you structure your meals out and you get creative, you can have a diet, not even a diet, but an eating lifestyle where you don't even notice that you don't even need splurge dates because what you're eating is so
healthy,
but it's very good. So like
so good.
Example was like I'm drinking Zevia, and so it's like a soda, but it's sweetened with stevia, so it's 0 calorie, no sugar, and it tastes exactly like soda, and it's a great soda. Yeah. And so it's like just things like that where it's like you can still enjoy eating and like making deep fried air fryer chicken. It's like having
so
fried chicken.
So true.
I'm gonna have to get me one of those. I've been wanting one, and
I was like, I have to try it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Such a good buy.
So nice.
You're not the only one that I've heard like rave reviews about it from. So and we love fried foods.
So good.
So good.
And that it's such a good alternative.
It's crazy how it works too. I don't really understand it, but it tastes like it's fried. It's so crazy. I don't really understand the mechanics.
Yeah, you just have to like bread it.
Yeah.
And then do a little bit of like Pam. You spray it with a little bit of, just 0 calorie Pam.
Yeah.
You just air fry it, and it's just crispy, like deep fried chicken, and it cooks it perfectly.
So
it's juicy and like, but you can do so many things with it. You can do sweet potatoes, steak, just all the fried things.
Yeah.
And
like zucchini and onion.
Yes.
Yeah.
Me and my girlfriend, we're gonna make little mac and cheese bites tonight.
Oh my gosh, I need to stay here for this.
Air fry those, right? And then we're thinking you could get into dessert with it, so you could do like
fried
s'mores,
Twinkies, fried Oreos.
Like,
oh my!
What do you get when you go to like a country music fair?
Carnival.
Yeah. And they deep fry. What do they deep fry?
Oreos.
Yeah.
Or Snickers or whatever the candy bar.
Yeah, Snickers is what they do.
Yeah. Oh, so good.
Hey, can I make me a healthy funnel cake?
Right? Can we do that?
Sure you can.
There's got to be some Pinterest recipes for these. Yeah. Like, has to be. Yeah.
100%.
Has to be.
And a bloomin' onion?
If you do.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So did your air fryer come with all these recipes, or did you just like trial and error figure things out?
I mean, I kind of figured it out. But it does come full cookbook, like a very 10-page, 10 different recipes, just to get you started. But,
okay, well, there's your project. There's your next project. Next cookbook.
Yeah.
I'll start it
air fryer cookbook.
Yes.
Maybe that's what I'll do.
Yes.
Yeah, air fryer cookbook.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
You could sell it just based on who you are. They're not going to buy it from me if I made it, but people would buy it from you. So
I would buy it from you.
I would buy it.
Oh, thank you.
I'm there.
All right, let's hear this last song. I want to hear this new single coming out.
Absolutely. All right.
So, this song is the next single. It's called
Villain.
Yeah.
Oh.
I have to use my cheat sheet. It's so new. I have to look at my lyrics.
That's how you know it's new.
Yeah, absolutely.
And Mowgli's assuming his position.
Right there.
Down below.
You look so cute, got me dropping dead. You're a one man, want you all myself. Till without you, shooting feelings good. Oh yeah, you're a cook, I want you all to myself. Cause this town ain't big enough for the two of us, no. So let's get on the run, I'll go anywhere you go. So, getaway. Love me like a feeling would take all that you want from me. So my cup is there nothing you can ask for. I'm not the sound of danger in the speaks to criminals. Like a feeling would stop for one live. You're part of the ground, in trouble all the time. I want you all about. Couple fugitives got me in your possession. It's just like a weapon when you raise my mind. Cause this town ain't big enough for the two of us, no. So let's get on the run, I'll go anywhere you go. So, hey, love me like a feeling would take all that you want from me. So my cup is hearing nothing you can ask for. I'm not the sound of danger in the space. So criminal, I can feel it well. Big enough for the two of us, no. So let's get on the run, I'll go anywhere you go. So, getaway. Nothing like a feeling would take all that you want from us. Still my cup is hearing nothing you can ask for. I love the sound of danger in the streets. So can love, nothing like a feeling would. Yay!
Yeah.
Yeah, super fun for so.
Yeah. So we don't have a release date on that
Correct.
yet.
Not yet.
Early September, late August.
Yes.
is what we're shooting for.
Yes.
So
All right, not too much
not too much
longer.
longer.
Is it gonna be out for a pre-save?
Yes, we will be doing a pre-save.
Yes, for this one, yes.
Yeah.
We haven't done it in the past, so we're trying
that's a good idea.
it with
Yeah.
this one for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah. So there will be.
All right. I will be on the lookout for that
Yes.
for sure.
Absolutely.
All right. Anything else you guys need to tell us, want to tell us? Any good news happening? I wish you could say, oh, yes, we're going on this tour.
Yeah, I wish we could too.
know. Me too. I know. Oh, no, not really.
Not
Yeah.
that I could think of.
I know. Thanks so much for
Yeah,
having
we're
us
just
for sure.
Thank
Yeah.
you so much.
Yeah, this has been really fun for sure. And yeah.
Oh, yeah. I have loved it. Loved it.
Likewise.
Yeah,
It was
it's
a
been really
very, very pleasant and engaging
Yeah.
conversation.
And it's nice to
Great
officially meet
questions.
you too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know, right?
Talking back and forth. Yeah. So it's great to see your face. Put a face to the name. So
I know. Finally, it's that's what I love is finally being able to put faces with names and talk a few minutes and just, kind of get to know everybody. It's been so much fun.
yeah.
And I love it. I can't wait for things to open back up and life to become
Same.
whatever normal is going to be again. And but I hope to be in Nashville next month for the event.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
So yeah, I'll meet y'all in person.
Really
That's
looking
gonna be
forward
so
to that.
fun. Yeah, we're super pumped for that. So that'll be perfect. Yeah.
Yeah, I think Ryan actually made an announcement about it on his page today. So
Perfect.
yeah, we can say it openly now. But yeah, he told his IG world about the concert. So yeah, I'm super excited about that. We're getting so pumped up about it and
Yeah.
super glad for the special guests that we have
Yes.
coming to do this with us. So yeah,
For sure.
I told my husband, I was like, I have to go to Nashville for this.
You gotta go. Yeah, it's gonna be so fun. So fun.
Yeah, it is. It is going to be great fun, and I hope tons of money is raised. And there's just no way I can miss that. There's no way.
Gotta come in.
It's gonna be so
No way I can miss that. So I've got to come, and I've made friends. I need to like meet in person.
Yeah,
you know?
I know.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It'll be fun. But thank you guys for coming on tonight. I appreciate it so much. It has been great. I love your music. People watching that will watch the replay, if y'all are not familiar with Luke and Annette, Oferle, and they spell their music Oferle with one F, not two. So it's Oferle. Go check them out. Stream them, download them, follow them on Facebook, Instagram, all that good stuff. And hopefully they will be touring in a city near you soon.
Hopefully we will.
I know. We're all crossing our fingers. Things are going backwards here in North Carolina. So
that's great.
Yeah. So
I'm waiting till November and hoping things will turn around.
I know.
oh
Same.
yeah. Please won't.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, hopefully so. I just keep telling myself it can't go on much longer.
There's no way. Oh, there's no way.
I don't know. Anyway, wishful thinking.
Yeah.
But again, thank you so much for being on. Give the puppy lots of cuddles for me. Such a cute puppy you have.
Yes.
You'll be getting all the cuddles.
Oh my God, he's so cute. All right. Y'all take care. Thank you.
Thank you so much again for having us.
You are so welcome. Thank you, everybody, for that tuned in and watched or will watch the replay later. Don't forget to go follow these guys. And their music is out on all platforms. Once again, it is Oferle. And what is today? Wednesday? Yes, I will be back on Friday for yet another interview. Until then, y'all take care. Good night.
Bye.
Peace.